Hello everybody and welcome to episode 18 of my Benfica career mode, where today we take on Braga and play the first game against Bayern Munich. Now, to start off this game against Braga, obviously we want to win. We know it's a hard away game, but we only had one loss this season, so we definitely want to keep on winning. Made a couple changes because some players were not that fit, but I was hoping to get the win anyway. As you see Tarap there on the bench, one of the usual stars. But the first chance of the game would fall for Braga as they whip this ball in and win themselves a corner. Pardo takes the corner eventually. He falls to Martins and he hits the bar and we clear the ball away just enough, luckily enough. Then we get a chance with Pizzi here crossing the ball into Luizão, but Mateus makes a good save and the ball goes up for another corner, which would come down to nothing because the corner didn't really help us out anyway. Then the third chance of this game will fall for Braga as Pardo is on the ball. He crosses the ball in, he finds Luis, but he flicks the ball backwards to Martins, and then Martins puts the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately for us, I don't know what Julio Cesar was doing there, but honestly I think you can put a little bit of a blame on him because he goes out for it, he gets nothing on it, and then he just leaves all that empty space. So Martins could put the ball in the back of the net with ease. But straight from kickoff, we try and respond back with Alajon doing a couple of skill moves and getting lucky. He shoots from very far away and almost finds the back of the net. As you see on the replay, the ball just blazes the bar. Look at that. That's pretty close, but unfortunately, no goal. Then the next chance will happen in the second half as Eder gets on the ball from this throw-in, but the ball goes just out of play on the top of the bar and out for a goal kick, luckily for us. Once again, like the Alajon one, that was pretty close, but still no goal. Then the next chance will fall for Braga once again as Eder's on the ball. He finds Pardo. Pardo finds Javan. Javan has much more pace than Coentrão. So he keeps on running, he whips the ball into Eder, and Eder finds the back of the net and makes it 2-0 for Braga. And we're 2-0 down, 80th minute, we're not coming back from this. This is not the result that we wanted, especially going into the Bayern Munich game. But honestly, Braga were just more clinical than us. We didn't get enough chances and they put one more ball in the back of the net and managed to get the win. As you see that we get a couple of chances but nothing happens. As Pizzi shoots from far away, he finds the top of the bar, unfortunately for us, and they clear the ball away. Then another chance is where Julio Cesar is already in the area, if you see that. They clear the ball away, but we get the ball back through Alajon, who passes it wide to Coentrão, finds Ramirez, who shoots, but unfortunately once again we cannot find the back of the net. After a couple of chances, if this was a different game, we would probably win, but we were just not clinical enough. Then once again, Alajon crosses the ball in, Jonas gets the header on it, and unfortunately for us, Mateus makes a great save, and that's how the game would finish. Did the game say that we only had 3 shots on target? Yet Mateus has 7 shots saved. Watch, as you can see here, they had 10 and 5. We had 6 and 3 supposedly. But then I pressed the wrong button going to play ratings. When I go to the play performance, you see that Mateus has 5 shots caught and 2 parried, which means that we got 7 shots on target, but they didn't register. I think on another day we could have won this game, even though we got no goals. But unfortunately for us, Braga were just more clinical than us and managed to get the win. Unfortunately for us, as you see, one of our scouted players went away with something. It doesn't really matter. Balops also requested a loan, but it won't really matter anyway. Alright, we still have the same game against Moreirense. So on the back of this Moreirense game, we had the loss against Braga, and then we take on Bayern Munich. But as you see, we win this game against Moreirense quite comfortably for a couple of goals. Coentrão and Jonas scored, then Salvio scores, then Hesse, and I think Jonas scores again to make it 5-0, I'm not quite sure. But going up against Bayern Munich, tough opponents. You knew I was gonna have to park that bus, and I was going to try and do my best to get a goal out of that game because we were playing away, so definitely get the crucial away goal. But other than that, we were going to defend for the whole of 90 minutes. As you see, whoever wins takes on either Real Madrid or Chelsea. We play a 5-4-1 because I definitely wanted to defend this game because I knew they were going to be a hard team to beat. So I was hoping we could catch them on the counter, but that was about it because I knew that we weren't going to have a lot of chances. As you see, our starting 11 there. Very good shot of the Allianz Arena. But the first chance will fall for Bayern Munich, unsurprisingly, and Ribery is the one who shoots from very far out and almost finds the top of the back of the net, but really I think he went just a little bit too wide. Then the next chance would once again fall for Bayern Munich, obviously, as Lam's on the ball. He finds Ribery, gives it back to Lam, to Schweinsteiger, to Alonso, to Müller, who shoots, but Jules Cesar makes a good save, and we manage to clear the ball away. Then the next chance will fall for us finally, as Jonas is on the ball. He keeps hold of it and gets taken down by Alaba, and wins ourselves a free kick. We have some breathing room. That's exactly what we wanted, but we played straight away with Samari. Finds Payet. Payet goes around Ribery, luckily enough. Then he keeps on running, goes through David Alaba as well, and he gets himself some space. He shoots and also finds the back of the net. Surprisingly so, he finds the back of the net with our first shot in the game. Literally 45 minutes, so nothing happened. We were restraining Bayern Munich to long-range shots. They weren't being able to break us down. And I knew once we got a chance to do something, we would have a chance of scoring. But I never thought that we were going to score straight away. And as you see, I decided to show the sliders because I know that there are some people who don't believe in me, but or don't believe in YouTubers in general. But as you see, they had 6 shots, only 1 on target. So we were definitely being the better side. But I mean, we were definitely being, I don't want to say the better side, but definitely being able to contain them. But anyway, the second half would come, and it would bring us a chance straight from the get-go as Xabi Alonso is on the ball. He finds Lam. Lam finds Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger to Lam. Back to Schweinsteiger, who shoots, but Jules Cesar makes a good save, and we clear the ball away. And then on the 90th minute, the last chance of the game, there's a throw-in for Bayern Munich. We're defending for our lives. Boateng eventually whips that ball in to Alonso. Ramirez doesn't get to it. He finds Lam. Lam to Ribery. Ribery to Schweinsteiger, who whips that ball in to Müller, who shoots it on the first time, and unfortunately for us, finds the back of the net. And at this moment, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted because I thought we were going to hold on for the win because they just weren't doing enough. You know, we were restraining them quite well, and then with that shot, that simple shot, they managed to put the ball in the back of the net, and it really annoyed me because we won't have any time to react. As you see, the referee blows for full time, and that's how the game would finish. So unfortunately for us, we can't get the win. And we concede a goal, which isn't good. But we're still in front of in this tie, but not as comfortable as we would be with a 1-0 victory. As you see, they had a lot of shots. We only had 3 on target and 3 overall, but most of their shots were, you know, off target. They were shots from very far away, so I think we could have possibly nicked the win. Obviously, if you account for the football play, we barely played any football, but you know that's not really what matters. What matters is the result, and unfortunately, we did not get one that we would like. We got a decent result, but not the best one, as Ederson comes to complain about his lack of playing time. You get to see some scout reports, and I think one more simulated game, but that was it for today's episode, as you will end up seeing. I don't know, I think I get one or two players, but it won't really matter because we're going to end this season in 2 episodes time. On episode 20, that will be the last episode of this series. But anyway, we catch a couple of guys and then we back out. We simulate this game against Vitória Setúbal. Once again, I'm going to sim every single league game except for the final one because we already got the We already got the title anyway. We've clinched it, so there's no point on playing those league games except for the final one for you guys to see the title celebration. Anyway, Talisca made it 1-0, and that's how the game would finish. We would win by 1-0 against the weak side, Vitória de Setúbal. So I mean, every single game that we simmed in the future will be against easy beatable teams, so it's not like it's a big issue. But anyway, as you see, you get the press conference for the Bayern Munich game. But you guys see that on the next episode, and I hope to see you guys very soon.